Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Yoweri Museveni made a pronouncement during Penyiluro cultural festival that took place in Siaya County. In that meeting, or rather that gathering, ladies and gentlemen, Museveni hit out directly at the West.
Where does prosperity come from? Can you get prosperity from begging Americans for money?
And in talking about the West, Museveni was targeting the US and the IMF. And we know that Museveni has never liked the US policies. He has never liked the IMF policies. And that's why at one particular time, IMF denied him loans. Now, in what appeared as a lecture that Museveni issued in front of William Ruto and Raila Odinga, Museveni could have sent straight political missiles to Ruto and at the same time address the issue of US and IMF and World Bank. We all know that when Ruto came to power, his policies have always been aligned with the US policies. He used to talk good about IMF and the World Bank. So the relationship between him and the IMF grew. But the relationship between Museveni and IMF, there was no love lost between the two parties. That is Museveni, the president, and IMF, the loaning body. Now, I'd like to take you directly to a statement that Museveni released there. But before we get there, kindly like this video. It's so important because when you like this video, that is the only way YouTube shares our content. And by the way, don't take your likes for granted. They mean a lot to this channel. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much because without you, this channel cannot grow. So thank you so much. Now, Museveni, passing his message the way he normally does in front of William Ruto, decided to hit at Ruto indirectly. You know, the moment you start attacking IMF and the US and say that people should not depend on these, US loans, should not be begging for US loans to prosper.
The Federation will deal with the issue of prosperity. How? How do you get prosperity? I always ask those people, where does prosperity come from? Can you get prosperity from begging Americans for money? Can you get prosperity from what? How are you going to get prosperity? Prosperity, ustawi wa jamii, comes from producing a good or a service. Each family or each company producing a product. Bidhaa au huduma, producing a good or a service and selling it.
Now, before the Finance Bill 2024-2025 collapsed, there was already an arrangement that IMF was going to give Kenya another loan to finance its activity. Now, we all know that there are other organizations which have given Kenya loan to again finance its activities. Now, that is what Museveni is trying to attack, saying that one does not have to depend on these loans to prosper. And that is why Museveni chose to give out almost 20 minutes lecture. And most of these details in this lecture were directed at US and President William Ruto. Of course, Raila Odinga was in attendance. He did not spare Raila Odinga also because he talked about why, even though there is the Penyiluro unity that Raila is talking about or rather pushing for, there is still more to be done.
Now, once you talk of selling, then you are talking of soko. So if you talk of soko, of market, the question is the tribal market of the Jaru enough? No. That's where Kenya is superior to Jaruos only. That's why in Uganda, in our movement, we say patriotism. Principle number one of our movement is patriotism.
So Museveni was giving Raila and Ruto a lecture. That is what I could tell from his words, ladies and gentlemen.
Love Uganda, Uganda fatherland. Why? Because Uganda is better than the Banyankore. Banyankore is my tribe. In Uganda, I sell more milk, more beef, more bananas than I sell to the Banyankore. So if somebody comes and tells me, we Banyankore, shetani kwenda. Kwa sababu siani yangu ni Uganda. Siani yangu ambayo inanisaidia kuishi vizuri ni Uganda. They are the ones who are buying my milk. They are the ones who are buying my beef. They are the ones buying my bananas. If you come to Victoria, I've got a very nice house there. But that house is from Uganda more than from my tribe. So that's why we say, for prosperity, number one, love Uganda, love Kenya, love Tanzania. But secondly, Uganda is not enough. Soko ya Uganda haitoshi. That's how we talk of our second principle is Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? Because you need it. You need it for your prosperity. And principle number three of our movement is socio-economic transformation. Changing the culture, becoming modern people. I don't have time to explain all that. And then strategic security. The Americans are talking of four-dimensional superiority. That they want to be superior on land, superior in the air, superior at sea, and superior in space. To have capacity to suppress anybody using those four dimensions. For us, we are just sitting here. We don't even know what's happening even in the ocean, we don't know. Tunaishia pale Mombasa. What's happening is deep in the ocean, hatuna macho ya kuangalia huko. We don't know what is happening on the moon. The Americans have been to the moon. The Russians have been there. The Chinese have been there. The Indians have gone now. For us, we are here.
Now, last year, during the talks of LGBTQ, Museveni's parliament introduced punitive policies that are going to punish anybody who would be caught practicing LGBTQ in Uganda. Very punitive policy. That is the time the IMF decided to reciprocate by denying Museveni a loan, simply because Museveni had denied gay rights in Uganda. That is what happened. And you remember the media, those media press, the press conferences that Museveni held, all of them trying to address the issue of the US. So Museveni doesn't like US policies at all. That is why he made that statement during that meeting, ladies and gentlemen. So, based on Museveni's statement, I want to just go below in the comment section and tell us, do you think for a country to prosper, must a country get loans? Because Museveni is saying that one does not have to get loans to prosper. But Ruto looks at it differently. That's why we, as Kenya, we've been securing more loans. So just go below in the comment section and you can offer a reaction. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.